Side here in this first quarter. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is caught. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
The Seahawks at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Again, Walker.
And he's across the chalk in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
And this is incomplete.
coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Here comes third and about a foot. The Lance going to throw.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give them credit for that one.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
At the 18-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. He may go.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll motion McLaurin left. Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Ready. Fight 60.
And Lance now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
John, 17.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
13 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Striker, 3-3.
Throwing now is Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. 123 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this time he is in.
Ken Walker
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First down is in at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down, Arizona.
Lance now on 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's go.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Seal, black.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 61 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot. And
I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 10.
52 blaster.
Lance now on first down. Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Draymond Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Running free at the 45. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll take this to the 46.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 210 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Oh, design run for their wideout. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Mustang 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's caught, block it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up second down. Lance looks to throw again. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Working from the gun, Lance. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Lance keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Walker.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Boy, 227 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running right, here's Walker. Gets past one man, and he'll get it down in the play to the 37. And, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Come 19! Come 19!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Lance.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
They'll motion McLaurin left.
Black Ultra.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
Flushed out right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Black shot. Black stick. Black.
Desperation time here. Lance.
20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Red, yellow. Red.
Now Lance again.
They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the jump.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
To the right side, this is Walker. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
70.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Walker with another carry. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Hand off here to Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
1 yard gain.
Okay.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Right, 2. 6. Method. Steal. Black.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5.
Ready?
Lance back to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
You don't close. White. White.
Lance looking to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Pass complete to Higgins.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
17. Black. Red.
Now Lance.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Here's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Ready?
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Get set.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.